Hello, all. This is Stealthy from the Horror Network. We are back yet again. It's been a hot minute since the last quick video, but here we are now. This video is not a review nor an analysis. It's news on an asymmetrical horror game being resurrected from the dead. From the ashes comes Last Year Resurrected, a community restoration mod done by 4 developers, a community manager, and 10 QA testers. But before I get into the rest of today's video, let's discuss what Last Year is. Last Year is a 1 fiend versus 5 classmates horror asymmetrical multiplayer game. At the time of writing and the publication of this video, there is no way to purchase nor download the game due to its shutdown on the Steam platform. Unfortunately, Elastic Games, the developers of this masterpiece, fell into bankruptcy, and despite the CEO James Waring's best efforts to find a publisher and/or investor, the game was shut down and its IP taken by the Royal Bank of Canada. The IP has been sold to an unknown buyer, so unfortunately, fans are left in the dark as to whether the game will make a comeback or not. Now, let's get back into the mod. Right now, I will read from the FAQ from their Discord server, so you will be able to get a clear image as to what Last Year Resurrected is. Hello and welcome, fellow classmates and fiends. Thank you for joining our community. This server is a hub for our modification of the 5v1 asymmetrical action horror game Last Year, or some of you may have known the game by its original name, Last Year the Nightmare. The mod is currently in development by our team, Team Resurrected. The reason we created this mod was due to the GameSparks server, which the game relied upon to handle many protocols, shutting down, making the game unplayable as the game cannot pass the server verification process. Hence why whenever you boot up the game, you get an infinite loading screen. The servers are shut down due to the permanent closing of Elastic Games and the Royal Bank of Canada's refusal to continue paying for GameSpark's services. Our mod aims to bypass this server check, as well as fixing up the code to be fully peer-to-peer without reliance of said server. After the game is fully restored to its intended functionality, we will not be updating the mod any further besides fixing any bugs we can to avoid any legal issues for the project. We would like to note that Team Resurrected does not support nor encourage piracy. The only files that will be distributed in this server are our own files that Team Resurrected has created to make Last Year functional again. This means you need to own a digital Steam key of Last Year in order to play our mod. Now, before I get into the highlights of the FAQ, I want to show you how much progress they have made. Right here, you'll see. Yep, they've done that much already with a small studio of developers. Sorry, I mean like a small group, not a studio. So the highlights of the FAQ. You need to have the Steam version of Last Year After Dark in order to play at the mod's public launch. If you do not have a Steam key for it, then unfortunately you will not be able to play. Lastly, the mod is just a restoration project. They are not adding content in order to avoid any legal disputes. So we're only getting what was in Chapter 1 of Last Year. Alright, well, that is about it. To finish off this video, the mod doesn't have an exact release date. It is projected to come out this month, according to the community manager. At the time of writing, there is a private beta happening right now. However, it is only for content creators, YouTubers, and streamers who meet the qualifications. I am unsure of the qualifications, but you must be an active uploader and must have a high amount of followers and subscribers. Alright, that is all now. Stab the subscribe button and be sure to like and share with friends that have the game. Have a good day or night.